Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Rewind that. It's your girl, Miss K. If this is your first time coming across my channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe if you like the vibe and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. Tonight we are going over the latest episode of Power Book to Go Season 4, episode number 3 called Birthright. I think in the last video that I did, I kept calling it episode number 4, so I do apologize about that. But you know, a girl makes mistakes every now and then, honey, because I'm human. But we are going to talk tonight. I got my panel. We are not just doing our scratching my head moments, least favorite moments, favorite moments. We're discussing the episode at length, child. Okay, because you know that we doing it all up in one for this season here. Okay, it's a twofer. All right, a twofer. Anyway, let me know if you guys hear me very well because I'm not on my computer. Using my phone, and I hope that I'm not gonna be annoyed by holding the phone the whole time because the tripod is not tripoding. All right. What's up? One Shot Gaming, AG, Michelle Weiler, Daria, Rashonda Greer was here. All that good stuff. Let me know if y'all hear me good. Please, LSW, hi, boo. Let me know if you can hear me well. And let me get my people up in here, y'all. Okay. Time to do what we do. Moochie the Hammer, is you ready, baby? Hey,
Hey,
girl.
what's
Did I?
up?
I'm sorry. You ready, pretty girl? You gonna have to put the thumbs up high because it's like a block. Okay, there she go. Pretty girl, little track content.
Yes,
All right. Everybody says I'm heard. What's up, Tanette Grayson? Are you guys excited to talk about this episode or what? So there's
yes.
no special. You're
Oh,
muted,
you
pretty
on mute,
girl.
boo boo? You on
I'm
mute, pretty
sorry.
girl?
Since we missed dinner last night at Monet's house, I had to finish
You
my
know
Chipotle on
what?
camera. I'm sorry, y'all. We'll never get to eat over there, so my
You
bad.
know?
I know.
I think the last time they Tarik was sitting at that table.
Yes, and speaking of a dinner table, okay. Yes, Dexter, I am sitting at a dinner table, not mine. I'm sitting at my parents' dinner table. Sometimes, like every Sunday, I come to my parents' house, but you know, I have to run back home to do the live with you guys. And some days I just don't because I'm just chilling, hanging out with my mommy. So I'm just like extending the visit with her. So I'm here with you guys real quick, okay? Anywho, the kids are out with my dad, you know, having their little buffet. You know, they not playing about, they not doing dinner like how they do at Monet House. They want to eat for real. So there you go. What's up, J Mac? Long time no see. So normally when we do the Sunday night
You was breaking up.
lives, we have a special question. I'm breaking up. Can you
Hello.
hear me?
Yes, a little.
It's go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay now.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, please don't do this. It's raining out, thundering. So I was saying that normally we do a question, right, on the thumbnail, but there is no question because we're doing a recap, mixing up with everything. So what we're gonna do tonight is we are going to start off with our. How about let's start off with the scratching my heads tonight. I was gonna start off with least favorites, but I'm gonna start off with scratching my head moments. And I'm gonna start with you, pretty girl, Jay Conti.
I had
I love
several.
saying your whole name. I know
I'm
everybody
glad you
say
did.
PG, but I literally say that whole thing.
I had several, but the one that annoyed me the most, I'm not understanding why Noma has everybody coming to her crib.
Ooh,
Like,
girl, that was mine. That was my second one.
I'm just confusion because we had a warehouse. Cool, it got exposed. We cannot use that one anymore. But I'm sure there's a minimum of 4,000 warehouses in the tri-state area that we can go to versus your house. And now your daughter is exposed for this very reason because you did all this work to keep her a part of your life. Well, separated from your life. But now we don't care no more. Even though it seems like Anya popped up, still you cannot leave anything to chance like that. Like this makes zero sense. So that's
Girl,
one of my main scratching my head moments.
if you don't stay out of my head, thank you. Because that's literally what I wrote down.
It's something like that.
Okay, I'll try it. I'll try it. Thank you.
Alright.
There must be something at the
Yeah,
bottom
that's
that,
called in the
yeah.
second, third thing.
Sorry, my mom's trying to fix the tripod. What was I gonna say? Let me show you. Let me put exactly what I have. I'm gonna read it because you was just too much into my head. I gotta let you know. I said, why is Monet conducting business where she knows her daughter comes and goes or shows up at any moment? Or can show up at any moment? Like, if you know that your daughter has access to that place and you want to protect her so bad, that's my little pump. What did she call her?
My little
Sweetheart.
pumpkin.
She called
What's
her
it? Sweetheart.
Yeah, did you say
Sweetheart
pumpkin?
love.
Sweetheart, this, that, love bug, whatever else. Listen.
Love bug.
I mean, do you really care that much about Love Bug? She the most stupidest woman that we met, I think, so far.
You heard me gonna go across the back like that.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So Moochie, what you got? Because oh wait, let's talk about this real quick. Oh, my mom said hi, Moochie. She here.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi.
Thank you. So that's my thing. Did y'all see how Kane was looking? Kane got a plan and a half. Okay, you ain't gonna tell me that boy don't got a plan and a half. And he's just looking at everything. That lady Noma, she just laying all her cards. She done laid out Obie right out in front of everybody. And I feel weird about that as well. We'll talk about that. But oh, there we go. Yeah, thanks. Okay, now y'all, we gonna help. My mama helps me. Hold on. So I feel some type of way about that. But seeing the daughter and see how soft she is, and especially, let me turn this off for a second. Especially after she said that slick stuff to Kane, was like, oh, you and your mom have an unnatural thing and all this stuff, but it's okay for you to love on your child, though. You know what I mean? And she said that she's saying these things to him, and then after that, he see how chummy chum she is with her daughter, which is totally fine. But it's like, why is it a problem for him to ask a question about his mom? And she was mad insensitive. We already talked about this, I think, last week or so, that she was so insensitive about in the first episode about them even, caring about the mom and the welfare of her when she was in a coma. She didn't even allow them to be at her bedside. I can't deal with her. Go ahead, Moochie.
I feel like not only was Kane looking, Effie was looking too.
Yeah, Effie sure was.
She keep in mind she calculates things too, and she tries to play her hand because she's out for self. So there is a possibility that she could get chummy with this girl because she has nobody to talk to, and maybe she ends up coming into that world that she doesn't. That her own. She's gonna get a dose of her own medicine. She's gonna be really highly upset if her daughter gets mixed up in the game.
Yeah. And the thing, and I seen Noma, I seen what's her name doing it too? What's her name looking? My phone might be too big for this daggone thing, child. I seen her looking, but yeah, it's too big. Oh gosh, it's too big, y'all. I'm gonna have to hold the phone still. All right. Sorry. So what was I saying? Oh, I didn't mention her though because we already know that she was already a part of that plan originally to get the daughter and things like that. And she, she
you're breaking up.
It and all. So it was like, but now I'm looking at Kane as somebody that would shoot. Never know, baby, never know. Do you have a scratch in my head moment, Moochie?
The
You still there,
scratch in
girl?
my
You
head
frozen.
moment.
Go like this, Moochie. Wave.
I'm frozen. You on mute, pretty girl.
I said not to me, probably on Miss K's end.
She's frozen. Yeah, well, I feel like wait, what do you? No, I can hear you. I think I'm all right. Am I breaking up?
Nah, you good.
Okay. Yeah, it's you, Miss K. What was you gonna say now? I didn't hear the question.
Well, she asked you.
Can y'all hear me?
Oh yeah, my scratching my head moment.
Bad. You can hear me now?
Yeah, you wanted to know my scratching my head moment?
You saying that if my service is yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. I was gonna say my scratching my head moment was when Obie was doing all that talking in the police precinct. Like, how you fall so fast? I was surprised that he felt that Carter was able to get him that easily.
Yeah. He fell for
that was my scratching my head moment.
What did he say though?
For one, it was somebody standing there ear hustling, listening to the conversation. I don't know if you saw that.
He was speaking in a different language though, so that should have been.
But it looked like this dude understood every word. I'm just
saying. But he didn't say anything. He just said, "Tell him that I'm caught up at."
He mentioned Noma's name in the phone call. So I don't know.
I didn't remember. Okay. But they don't know Noma. Who knows Noma in America though? Like in the States.
We don't know what Carter knows. He's gonna use whatever information and start digging. He shouldn't have opened his mouth there. He should just been like, "Come pick me up."
Yeah, he should have. He was trying to call
his brother. A good detective is gonna follow his leads, and we already see that he's showing that he's one of these good detectives. I believe we're going to see him do some legwork. I believe we're going to see him go to that apartment that Obie's at, because he said, why are you at my apartment? Why are you at my apartment? Who are you to be in my apartment?
Shut up, Moochie. But Moochie, to expound on that, and maybe y'all can shine some light for me. But if Obie was not being detained or arrested, like, because there were no charges, why was it so hard for him to leave? Like, Dru mentioned to McLean, like, they would not release Obie to him. So, Tanaka had to go. And I just didn't understand why. Like, what do you think Carter was just trying to make it difficult or what? Like, that didn't make sense to me.
It made sense to me. Carter putting stuff together. You make a phone call, you're going to see who coming to get you. Who coming to get you? I'm going to check this dude out too and follow him, which means that Carter is going to be led to Dru. Dru is the weakest link now. They're going to, it's a good thing. I'm going to say this. It's a good thing that Davis McLean went to Noma with those papers to cause a diversion, because now she's going to act like they fled.
Yeah.
But I want to know if he's going to follow up and go to that apartment. My apartment. What are you doing in my apartment?
Yeah, and I was agreeing about him trying to make it difficult and trying to see who was going to pick him up. But from Davis' POV, I feel like if it wasn't legal, he could have, like, said something. But I had to justify it by saying Davis he got so much going on. He's probably not understanding the ins and outs of, while Obie was locked up, not locked up, but, detained. But it was a little annoying because I'm like, Obie, you can leave. Nobody needs to come and get you. Miss K, were you saying something? I'm sorry. I'm mute.
No, I muted myself because I'm over here trying to log into a computer to see how things are going to go.
So the last episode.
But I feel like with him, with that situation, him not being a citizen, he probably don't really know his rights like that. Because that was my scratching my head moment, was like, why would, if someone is not under arrest, how do they stay detained for 24 hours?
He told him he wasn't detained and he was free to go. So that's the part I didn't get.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that doesn't make sense. And then he gets a phone call and he makes a phone call there when he could have left and made the phone call. Like, I mean, I don't know. He
That's
could
the
have
part I
actually.
didn't get. That picture really threw him this game. Even though it wasn't no picture, it was just a folder with an empty sheet of paper. So I can't believe he fell for something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. This internet look like it's not that great either.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Can you guys hear me good? Because it is raining out. It might be messing up the service.
We hear you good now.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Tyrell Jones, aka Eric Iverson. You done changed it up on us for the $5 super chat. It says, what
was it just
me or did Obie just stand there for like 10 seconds after Noma stabs his neck? Yeah, he did. He was trying to go out like a G. I felt like he forgot he was supposed to drive. No, he was trying. I feel like that was like his last effort at saying like, I'm not gonna just fall because you know what I mean? Like it was to defy her one last time. Yeah. Until he like, I'm gonna drop when it's time. Like I'm not dropping yet. So he held on as long as he could.
You got another super chat.
Yes. Thank you, Tyrell. Thank you, Monica M. And sorry for missing the super chat last week. This has turned into Friday. Norma has top flight security because anyone can walk in her house. Monet was fired on her day off like Craig. Right. Like
well, she didn't take the day off. She was told she had the day off.
Yeah, she was told to take the day off.
She tried to go in.
Right. She tried,
and then I feel like Obie made another rookie move. He immediately asked for a phone call right after there was mention of the photos, and he didn't even look at the photos. Because if it was me, and I think I said this last week, if I'm going to go in, I'm going in with the intention of finding out what y'all know, so I can better prepare myself. The fact that he didn't open the folder, and if there were photos, of him and Tarik, I would have been like, oh, okay, he know about that spot, cool, check. What I'm saying? I feel like they just turn Obie in, and that's what they do sometimes. They big up characters, and then they make them seem like idiots.
They real stupid. Yeah, in order for them to have a downfall, they make them stupid. Like, come on now. Like, a smart person could get taken out too now. Just stop. AG says Obie was in shock, so it took a minute to realize he looked her dead in her eye and said, who you calling a psych? He called her a devil. So no, he knew he got stabbed. I think he was caught off guard when she stuck it up there.
Yeah.
But he knew what happened. He knew what it was. Shoot. He tried to stand for a long time, okay? But I don't know, guys. Am I breaking up again?
No, you good now.
Good now.
Oh, okay. I forgot you guys were talking about something I don't remember, but what I do want to say, like with Obie, yeah, he probably did talk too much, obviously, because of that dude. But like, to me, he didn't say anything incriminating. But what Moochie, I get what you're saying, Moochie, because what's his name? Carter, he's gonna grab onto any kind of information. Anything at all.
He's he's a good detective.
Yeah, now I didn't hear him say Noma's name. I heard Dru. I didn't hear him.
Yeah, I did.
But he said you will say nothing like that. So it's like on his end, you can't really say that, you know what I mean? But if they're recording the conversation, but then at the same time, none of that stuff should be admissible. But at the same time, we know that Carter don't play by the rules. We gonna stick a pin in that and talk about that later, because we still got to get through our moments and things of that nature. Okay, so my first scratch in my head. No, I said that already, right? Oh yeah, someone's under arrest. Okay, so now let's go to the least favorite moments. Moochie, let's start with you.
Oh, my least favorite moment.
If you don't got one yet, then
you gotta circle back to me.
Yeah, but baby, we do this every week. Like,
circle back to me. I
don't know. Go ahead, pretty girl.
because it's more than one, and
It's a
I don't
lot,
want.
yeah. So do okay, all right.
Yeah. The one. Go ahead, Mochi.
My least favorite moment was the whole scene with Noma and Kane, the love scene. I didn't want to see
Okay.
that.
Yeah. I think they gave us a little break though.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying because I didn't want to see it. I think I talked about that last week. Like I ain't trying to see that.
Mhm.
But they gave us a break. All right. And she was already moaning before bro did anything. So I'm like, what, girl?
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah, remember Mecca's going. She was coming back thinking she was going to get some from Mecca. She been trying to find out who took him out. She ain't had time to get laid.
That's true. And then you saw how she was eyeing Davis in the first episode. Like,
Yeah, I thought she was gonna let him smash before Kane.
Yeah.
oh yes.
Yeah.
You a
still
cheek.
time.
He has a
You
chance.
a cheeky mother, aren't you? Yep. It depends. You like cheeky mother. Yeah, it's gonna be some cheeks now, child. Thank you, Eric Iverson, for the $5 super chat. He said, I said this on Moochie channel, but Phil Detective Tate will turn dark to protect Councilman Tate from being caught by Detective Carter. We're gonna stick a pin in that. Thank you, Tyrell Jones. Okay, thank you so much though, but we trying to stick to I appreciate the super chat, but I'm trying to stick to like the format first before we start talking about like the episode, because now you're gonna make me want to jump in and talk about that. So please, if I don't remember, guys, please remind me if you can, because that's one of my questions for tonight. Kamal, I have a question about him. What is your least favorite moment? Pretty girl loves trap content.
When Monet Tejada received the Ain't-ish Mama I'm a Hustler award, okay? Because why you got them babies at the table with the work? That was so cringy to me. Like, I know this is a show, but I was like, yo, Monet, you wildin'. Like, you are out here wildin'. Like,
Oh my gosh, it's
I have
loud.
sympathy for the kids, but seeing that, I'm gaining more sympathy for these kids because how dare you? And you know kids are reckless. Like, I was saying this earlier, like, you know how kids are curious. They could have been like, oh, I see somebody on TV put this up their nose, or, you know, they could have tasted it. Like, there's so many things that could have went wrong. And I already feel like, I said earlier, I feel like Kane probably took a bump or two because he was over there working hard, minding his business. But that was a lot.
Yeah. That was mine too. That was one of them. So it's a good thing I got a backup because we on the same page, girl. Because I was like, she over here teaching these babies how to bag up the goodies.
Yeah, that was the obvious one. I figured I knew somebody was gonna mention it. That's why I didn't want to go.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't like that at all. So, but my the other least favorite moment to me, which should have been the obvious, is Obie's death. For me, I didn't like it. I like Obie, but you kind of saw. I thought they was gonna stretch it out a little longer though. You know what I mean? Because you saw the the little breadcrumbs leading to Noma finally finding out, but I just didn't think it was gonna go like that. But they moving fast. They on a force situation. I know we talked about this last week. They moving kind of fast here. So I guess because they want to like hurry up and get that number 2 spot filled. So they're just pushing that rivalry between Dru and Kane, you know. Yeah. And I think that what's happening is that just like when Monet was trying to tell them that I'm gonna just talk about this really quick. When she was in that last scene when she was saying, I'm gonna start my business and I want you guys to come in as a partner, not soldiers. And Dru was like, no, I'm good. I'm going to stick with Noma. I feel like Kane only really said he's going to stick with Noma because he's looking at Kane like, you ain't going for that spot. Like they're both already in competition with each other.
Yep.
So I just feel like that's even more of a reason why Kane wants to just work. But he want to be by his mommy's side. That's how I feel about it. But that was my least favorite moment, seeing him die like that. But in front of everybody, and then the way Dru tried to, think that he was clever in mentioning the whole, the green cards and things like that, because we already know that this was his strategy already. Like it's so sad because what's his name? Obie, he didn't know who he was dealing with by telling Dru this, right? He didn't know that this guy had a strategy already to be number 2. But it was a perfect opportunity. He tried to act like he was gonna, they got their little side deal, a little secret together. No, you don't. Oh my gosh, that was so grimy. But you see how Kane was like, yup, kind of like co-signing in the whole thing. I'm like, oh my god,
tag team that thing.
They sure did.
But Kane was still like, you think you getting it, but I already sealed the deal.
Right.
I'm gonna seal the deal.
He gonna seal the deal. He already knew he had to one up. He know he had to, because he peeped game. He was gonna help it out now because he want that number 2 spot also. But yeah, when he saw that, he was like, all right, I know what to do. Because when Noma tried to slap him, he said, that's not what's going on, girl. What's wrong with you? Are we done with our least favorite moments? Moochie, you wanted to do another one? I feel like that TV is super loud.
I had one other one. Was the whole thing with Brayden.
Okay.
Taking it up a notch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that that's going to be a problem?
Yeah.
So the whole comparison that Zion did to Tommy, how convenient that toward the end of the episode he snorts something.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Yeah, how convenient. But I loved the comparison though, because I mean it's obvious, it's something that we see. But so speaking of Zion, the new connect, how y'all liking the Fight Club scene, and shout out to Dougie Fresh and all of that. How y'all, how do you feel about it?
Moochie, you want?
Can y'all hear me?
Okay.
Oh, okay. Because when y'all don't talk, y'all making me think y'all can't hear me.
I didn't want to be the first person to talk.
Okay.
You didn't. Yeah.
Sorry.
You know how I feel about that scene? It was a foreshadowing moment. I already did a theory with it. I feel like that's how Tarik is gonna line Kane up to be a contestant in that Fight Club thing. That whole thing that he did, that he orchestrated with the with burning up that van, is gonna get him in some trouble with those people. They're gonna be looking for him. And that guy that he pulled up next to his car.
Yeah,
he's gonna tell that it was him. Because remember, I'm just trying to look, I just had a baby. He just trying to get his money and he don't want no trouble.
Yeah, that's true. Who does he fear more, Kane or Zion? We don't really know about Zion like that, but
I
Davis
feel like he's gonna fear Zion more.
Davis did say that Zion is unlike anybody that Tarik has worked with, but he said that also about Carter. So we got these new people that Tarik ain't never had experience with before. They different now, okay?
But
so we'll see.
But if you're giving up your boss's re-up, that tells me you fear Kane more.
Right.
Yeah, he fears him more, but I don't think it was Zion. I think it was the middle guy that came in there. That he don't fear him. He feels
Roman.
Zion, but I feel like it's still gonna.
But
when he said the comment about all of my work is accounted for, that was a foreshadowing moment. That's gonna come back. All of it's accounted for. So somebody owes on that whole package that got burnt up.
Yeah.
There's no reason. So you looking at it like that, it's still gonna go over that guy's head. He's gonna want to find out who it was, and they're gonna start asking around, and it's gonna come back to that guy, and they're gonna have him the hot lights.
Yeah, possibly, but it could also go back to Tarik who put the whole thing in motion. So
Yes,
that's another
yes,
thing.
that too. But
Yeah.
the way Tarik threw the packages on the table, they don't
Mm-hmm.
know for sure if it was him because remember he never got work.
But he told them sample this. It's on me. Like so he, you know what I'm saying? So that I mean, I hear I'm totally on board with what you're saying, but I'm saying it could go both ways. It could go either go the way you're saying and then eventually lead back to Tarik because before he left, he was like, yo, the product, you could test the product, it's on me or whatever. And then that's when Roman threw it on the table. You know, and then Tarik grabs it. And, you know, of course he's gonna have his whole little thing. But the thing about it is, you know, I feel like, you know, Tarik knew that no one was going to take whoever is dealing in the territory off the board, but I don't know if he accounted for Carter getting a hold of Roman first. So is Roman going to be 10 toes? Like, you know, I don't know how this whole thing is going to go.
Yeah, we don't know. It all depends on how loyal is the next person.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
loyal is the next person? Is this person loyal? Where he gonna just take the L and go do his own investigating and come back on Kane and be like, yo, you know, you really put me in a position now.
Right.
Maybe he did that to get so he could get another customer.
Mm.
If Zion stops supplying him, then he'll roll with Kane.
Kane, yeah. Like you owe me, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah. We'll see. That's interesting.
Ways.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Thank you, TJ. I'm gonna call you TJ right now, even though it says Tyrell Jones. Least favorite moment was the white female cop calling Tate dumb to Detective Carter when Tate. Yeah, I didn't like that either. I'm glad that you picked that out. Yeah. Because that actually got under my skin for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, it was unnecessary.
Yeah, because I was like, really? Like, is he though? Like, what are we talking about? Yeah. So since you keep on bringing up Kamal, Tyrell, let me just go into the question. So how do you guys feel? And I'm gonna start with you, pretty girl. How do you feel about Kamal working with Carter? Because this is a by the book type of person. And I feel like it might be a conflict because you know, Carter doesn't work by the book. Like we saw Tate say, so what you mean to tell me that like you don't got jurisdiction over here, basically? You know what I'm saying? Like he's pointing out the rules, and Carter says, well, the drug dealers don't got jurisdiction either, so why should we? Right? So what do you think is going to happen with them working together?
I personally think Kamal is a casualty. He's in a peculiar spot because one, I feel like they did a little foreshadowing with the dialogue, and I'm sorry I can't think of the exact term they used, but they pretty much, you know, said that, you know, Carter told Kamal something of the sort, like you're kind of like not in a way, but I can't remember the exact line, but he pretty much told him like you kind of in a sticky situation, like you know, it wasn't conflict of interest. He said it was something. I feel like it was something else that piqued my interest and thought.
He was saying that he was compromised because of his feelings, like he's too close to the case.
Thank you.
Because his brother and stuff like that.
Yeah, thank you. I couldn't. It left me. But I think because Tate is going to be brought in, we're going to see Tate. I feel like in the next couple episodes, and I feel like Tate is really going to find himself in a peculiar situation where he's going to have to be careful because possibly his actions is going to affect whether his brother lives or dies. Because this is all because Tate is on the forefront of this green card situation. So Kamal is by the book, Tate is not. But it's weird because we left off with Kamal not feeling Tate because Tate got well, he's a detective, but Tate did some shady dealings with Kamal by, you know, telling, you know, things that Kamal was telling. He kind of blew it up in court. But yeah, I really think it's going to be messy, and Tate probably is going to be faced with a really difficult situation, or maybe just even in a situation where he is going to find himself at fault for his brother's demise.
Wow. I
Okay,
could see
yeah.
that happening too.
Yeah. What you think, Mooch?
I was saying I could see that happening too because they don't want Carter's people. Well, that female cop, she don't want to work with him at all. She think he's stupid. But I think she might end up becoming a casualty just because. Just
Yeah.
because.
So
No reason
yeah,
why,
right.
just because.
I don't want that to happen. So here's my take on it, because y'all both, it sounds very, very plausible for, I mean, like, yeah, but I'm gonna try to take the route that doesn't lead to deletion or something like that. And I'm just being hopeful, but I kind of feel like because of his, his thing to stick by the rules, I think it might it might sabotage Carter's like his
Case.
whole case against Tarik. And I think that if anything, that is how Tarik will be able to escape. Like how Tarik's always escaping everybody, what's the chick name? Jenny, freaking Blanca, this and that. Like you're not gonna tell me that they're gonna bring this man in here and he's the one that's gonna take Tarik down. It's a possibility now. It's a possibility. However, some people have this hope that, after this, the series over, they still gonna do something else with Tarik and do something else. So if that's the case, then I think that throwing Tate in there is gonna be a monkey wrench in Carter's plan. If that's the case, he could still get deleted. But I think he's gonna probably be having some information on him that's showing that everything he's doing it's not going to be admissible.
Right.
So.
And it's also possible that since Kamal is so by the book, that this may be the one time where he makes a decision not to save his brother.
True that.
There's so many different
that
ways.
I could see both. I could see him not going by the books to save his brother, but also being by the book against Carter. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Thank you, DeMarcus. I almost missed this. I don't know how. Monet is jealous of Noma just like Kane is jealous of Tarik. And I see where Kane get it from. Noma treats Monet just like Monet treats Kane, and Monet can't stand it. I don't know. I do think that she's jealous, of course, but I think she has the right to be jealous. I think if I was the mother, I would be jealous of a woman that just coming out of nowhere and she got all my kids working for her when my kids were working for me. Like, I mean, mothers, talk to me. Like, that's anything. I think that's anything. Could you imagine, Moochie? Your son is there for you all the time, helping you. Now, all of a sudden, there's this new woman in his life that's like, your same age and everything, and just Miss Pearly from down the road, and just be
Miss Pearly. It was a 227.
Miss Pearly.
You ain't had
well, that ain't your age, but I just had to throw that in there.
You sound like what, Professor Chrome? Excuse me, Miss Purdy.
Yeah, Miss Purdy. Could you imagine that, Moochie? And now every time you need help, you ain't got time because he over there helping Miss Purdy.
Yeah, because every time you look around, look at how she asks for him. Where the F are you?
Right, that's true. But that we know that's how she talks to him. And at least she the mother.
Like, I gotta go.
Yeah, at least she the mother. Daggone Noma doesn't care anything about them. All she cares about is her little lollipop, her little sweetheart. My love bug. We can have the chef make you something to eat, my dear. Just go sit down. What are you doing here? Girl, bye. We know how Achilles heel is going down, baby.
Okay.
Let me see. Winshot Gaming said, respectfully, you don't know who my father was. Me. Neither did you. Right? Right?
That was a line where he didn't even know. Look, You didn't even know the intricate parts of your father's business. I wish they was you know what? That's another scratch in my head of mine, because he was not privy to all of that information.
No.
He basically learned everything from Canaan. So it's not like he learned from his father. And this is why we keep seeing the mess ups with him, because of Canaan. He has Canaan's destructive ways sometimes.
Yes. And I love, and that's so good, because I love how Zion was like, your father knew how to handle a problem before it became a problem. Can you?
Yeah.
So it's like, I really just need Tarik, and I've been needing this for so long. Oh my gosh. I need Tarik to put respect on Ghost's name. Like, you only got that meeting because of him.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part. And how you gonna say respectfully you don't know my father? That's the reason why you here. Are you dumb?
He assumed, his cockiness assumed that he's the reason why he was there. But I love it. I need more instances like this in the rest of the season. Like, I need to realize how big his father was really out here in them streets.
Yes.
And Davis McClain reminded him of that.
Yeah.
You're here because of this. You're going to have to start learning to use that name. Because this is the only reason why you got a meeting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It works sometimes. Use it.
I was feeling it. Okay. And I like the fact that they don't carry, you can't have no weapons in the Fight Club. Don't you think that was so stupid for Tarik to say no weapons in the Fight Club? No, dummy. Like, what the heck? Why? It's the place where they pounding each other.
Other stuff.
Yeah. Like, of course, no weapons. That's what I'm talking about. You little stupid.
Do you think?
Of course, Tarik would think like that though, because he can't fight. So. Okay.
Yeah, but do you think it was pure ignorance or him just confirming so he can use this information? Like, sometimes how Tarik thinks 10 steps ahead. Like, he has all these intricate plans. So maybe that was okay, check. If we need to come
yeah.
That's why I said he was calculating everything then. Remember when I said he likes to be 5 steps ahead? He observed that whole room. And when the minute he saw about the Fight Club thing, he was already getting ready to set Kane up, because Kane wanted, since you want to beat everybody behind, now I'm gonna put you where you gonna have to fight, and you're not gonna be the big dog in the field. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be the big fish in the pond. He's going in, he's gonna be the little fish in the pond, and he's gonna be getting slapped around just how freaking Kane slap around Tarik.
But I wonder, see, my thing is, I feel like with this season, the main focus is that Tejada rivalry or civil war that everybody's been talking about for so long, but we thought it was going to be like a bunch of Tejadas against the other, like 3-3 or something like that, or what, can it be 3-3? No, it can't be 3-3, but you know what I'm saying, because it was 5 of them before Lorenzo left. But yeah, right. So I thought it was going to be, a lot of us were saying that last time, but I think they're really trying to set up this rivalry between Cain, and I was going to say Abel, between Cain and his brother, more than anything between Cain and Tarik, because that's all we've ever seen, Cain and Tarik, like, and it's corny because Tarik ain't even thinking about Cain, you know what I'm saying? But Cain was always thinking about Tarik, and I kind of feel like at this point now there's bigger fish to fry, and Cain ain't really thinking about him either right now, because everybody's so focused on trying to be number 2, trying to, go up in rank and stuff like that. So, not to say that your theory won't come true, but it just feels like right now the focus is going somewhere else when it comes to Cain's storyline. Go ahead, Moochie. What was you gonna say?
I agree, because he knows now that his biggest reason now for trying to go after Tarik was he thought that he basically tried to he was behind the hit of his mother, even though technically he kind of is, but he's thinking, I think now that he knows that it was Dru and Diana and they was trying to put the blame on Tarik, he gonna leave him alone for a while.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Monet say, he's off limits.
Right. And that'll be something.
Sorry, go
jealous
ahead.
about. No, I'm just saying that'd be another thing for him to be jealous about. But he gotta respect it though. Like if they really have a real conversation, they got a lot in common. This like with, well, I won't know about a lot, but they got that one thing in common when it comes to protecting their mothers. They can bond over that, a respectful bond. You ain't got to be friends or nothing like that, but bro, I understand. I see you. You know what I'm saying? Have some maturity about yourself, Kane. Gosh. Anyway, what would you say, pretty girl?
I'm sorry, and I don't mean to backtrack because it kind of goes along
Okay.
in my head. But I honestly would have wanted a scene, Monet reviewing her camera footage. Because she got all the cameras in the world when it came, in her house. Because I thought about it, and then the last scene, I saw the cameras in the background in the dining room. Like, I don't know. I just feel like you dropped the ball because we found out what we found out via Kate Egan's footage, but I don't see her checking her footage, even though, it probably would have been a long shot, but I would have loved to have seen her or have them writing a scene where she's checking her footage of what happened when she got shot.
I wouldn't write that off.
Yes.
I wouldn't write that off for the simple fact is now that she got this, she may do that.
She need a play-by-play. Yeah, she gonna need a play-by-play that day, right?
Tasha's car go by with her lighting it up because remember when she passed by the house, Tarik saw her after it was already done. So
my God.
He was up the block. He was gonna come from the other direction. Yep. Meanwhile, she came from that direction. So she passed him. Exactly. So will Monet's camera pick that up? Will it pick it up? That's a good thought. If she's smart, she might go and do that. I'm trying to put together that whole clip, not the clip, it's a clip going around with Monet talking to Carter. Do you think she's gonna go that far to bring them in? So now you're talking about that. He said she need one more thing to get kicked out of witness protection. Tasha, could this be the thing?
Oh my gosh, girl!
Could this be the thing that takes her out of the witness protection program and put her in the line of fire?
Go ahead and do that hibachi grill, girl.
Okay,
I like that.
She got the hibachi grill. You know how they do the hibachi and then they throw the shrimp in your mouth. Go ahead, throw me one, girl.
Yeah, I was back here like this cooking. Y'all heard clink, 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 clink. You know how they be back there cooking the food? That's what I was doing right now.
Because that was my thought process. Like, why? As soon as Monet got home, or as soon as she woke up from consciousness, kids, go look at the footage. Like, that was my thought. Like, why? Why that never was the thought? Now that we brought in the whole Ring camera with Kate Egan, I said that early in my lives. Like, I just didn't understand.
And Monet got more cameras than Monet got more cameras than Kate. She just had the Ring doorbell. She got cameras up there. Exactly. We saw that the first season.
Yeah.
And they made a big point. Cameras. Yeah. That's how she was seeing when her boo was coming.
Yeah, and they made a big deal of it when the whole Whitman situation came about. So that's why I was just like, Monet, you missing the opportunity. And maybe she doesn't find out anything, but still, I want to see her check it because it may be a long shot. I don't think that was Tasha's real car. She may have just got it randomly. But if y'all was able to find Robin and track him down through a plate, y'all could figure out something with the plate Tasha vehicle had. Like.
Yeah. I won't even go as far as the plate. I want to know if they got like a view of her just like that going by because that's how she was out the window.
Yeah.
So if she has that,
then it's Tasha. You already know it's Tasha, and now it's just how bets is off. Yeah. Now it's just how do we get to her, right? And that goes back to my theory about Tarik leading them right to the slaughter. I mean, him going to see his mother is dangerous. Yeah. It's stupid, right? So you're basically leading these people right to her. Yeah. And
I feel like Carter knows where she is too. I feel like he knows.
He probably know that. He probably know from that day.
Yeah, because he knows
You know what I'm saying?
Kicked out. So I'm sure he knows where she is. But I feel like we done gave what Moochie would call the mice in the corner.
The mice in the corner, they gonna be they gonna be working, child.
Yeah,
Woo!
they already doing the thumbnail now.
Yo, guess what, y'all? In the next
Gerald the Rat is here.
I'm gonna give it what 9 hours probably.
Yeah, I'll be in their comments, be like,
And
all
the
right.
in the
At least
next 9 hours, y'all,
and say where you got it from, and you're gonna elaborate on it instead of
the
just
bigger
straight
channels,
up stealing it.
they're gonna have this theory up.
Yeah,
you know what? Let me.
I didn't hear nobody
trust and believe
stuff, but I didn't hear nobody asking about Monet footage.
Shout out. And give a big, and then because we don't know, we just be seeing the theory, you know what I'm saying? I don't be clicking on them videos. Any Husenberg. There was did last week and stuff. It says Monet didn't care about Tasha either. Monet didn't care about Tasha either. No, she didn't. She didn't care about her. So that's the crazy thing. What we left off at something. So we're gonna go into the favorite moments, you guys, and then I have some other points that we want to talk about. We do need to try to hurry up so we can get up out of here. Favorite moment for you, Moochie. What you got?
My favorite moment of this.
Yeah.
I was intrigued with Tarik's thinking from the beginning.
Okay.
Just thinking from the beginning, because everybody was wondering, you just gonna steal your car back? No, he had a game plan already to get bricks. Look, he even convinced Braden to sell his car. So it's like we're starting to see him use his think more.
We was hoping that he would do that, right?
Yeah, I was so that he didn't keep that car, because now y'all know we're not gonna see 2-Bit again. That's it.
There we go. Bye, 2-Bit.
That's it. That was for the purpose to get the car back.
Yep, and to close out the character, pay homage. Like I said last week on my Lamont's channel, we paying homage. That's what we doing, baby. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah.
What was your favorite moment, pretty girl?
I had a couple, but the one that sticks out is the car scene between Tarik and Davis. I'm a sucker for car scenes, and when Tarik said, I can't live that life with them making that decision for me. Like, even though I don't agree with a lot of Tarik, what he does, because we already know he chose his life low key. But I just love, when Davis asked him, like, I know why I'm doing it, why are you doing it? And so, he pretty much, he was with his chest. He was like, Kane, Nova, Dru, like, I'm not going to rest until I get, my get back. So I love that. Like, I love car scenes. It was not as impactful as a Paid in Full and Brick by Brick. I love those car scenes, but it was kind of giving me those vibes a little bit. Like, Tarik is just really serious about this payback. But my only question is, will he get humbled before he gets his quote unquote payback? Because he's giving Mayweather numbers now. He's low-key 50-0 when it comes to the popo. So that's the thing, is like, during his quest of getting all this payback, will he get humbled? Will somebody stop him before he's able to really get his revenge?
Yeah.
You might be right with that. He might.
Yeah, that's funny. I was gonna ask you guys how y'all felt about that scene, about like Tarik's reasoning in particular, his reasoning of getting back into the game, because Dave is like, I know why I'm doing it. Why are you doing it? I don't know if I really cared for his reasoning too much. It's very prideful. It's a lot of ego involved, and once the ego is involved, there's an issue. There's going to be some problems, and like you said, are you going to get humbled? Because that's the only way. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to go into something because your pride is behind it, it's already a recipe for disaster. They made the choice for me.
Yeah.
Okay. What you say, Moochie?
We also know that Dru was supposed to be getting out too. This was his reason why he orchestrated everything to get out. Now you back in. I that was one of the scratch in my head moments too. I said it was another one, but that definitely is one, because you got yourself out now.
Yeah.
Now you're going back to be Noma's number 2 because Poppy said I could do it.
Right.
It
Like,
doesn't make any sense to me. But I'm here for it.
all right, shoot, what I'm talking about. My favorite moment, which is weird, was the last scene. Not because I liked what was happening. I felt it. It's a sad thing for her to find out. I'm glad she finally found out, but to see, her going off and I'm just in love with how hard King goes for the mom. Like, I'm sorry. Like, he was kind of sitting in shock, trying to let it process for a minute. And then as soon as he kind of like he's hearing what his mother say, these mother ever, yes, these mother ever set me up. He's like, all right, I done had enough. Ran out that house, but then you saw he was hesitant, like, I can't even do it. But now we saw it was like that.
You going in and out if you can hear it.
Yeah,
he didn't want to act off of emotion, but then we see in next week gonna be now. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, it was choppy a little bit.
What did I say last?
It was.
Oh, go ahead.
No,
I think you're referring to the previews for next season. I mean, next episode with Kane.
Yeah, I was saying that I think he didn't want to make an emotional that reaction, like, oh, these are my siblings. Like, what the heck am I doing?
Yeah.
But now we see he must have got a chance to think about it. Because I want Dru now. Oh, gosh. I'm not looking forward to that. But I don't like Dru anymore.
Well, the last fight we saw with them was in the living room and Poppy broke it up.
Mm-hmm.
So this one is going to be bad because it's going to be nobody to stop them.
Or will there
be somebody to stop them? You're right.
I feel like it will, but it may not matter. Yeah.
I was going to say this also with Tarik. Oh, I already said it. Never mind.
So do you think that sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Do you think that Monet is going to be like co-signing this rivalry?
I think with her, she has a decision to make because when she came out of that whole thing, the coma, she said she was turning over a new leaf. Now,
right.
Are you going to seek revenge, or are you going to seek redemption with your children and forgiveness? And try to start things over? Or are you going to continue to be this person that treats your kids like they soldiers instead of they sons and daughters? So that's where you got to see how it is with her. Oh, and by the way, Mary J. Blige directed this episode. That's a fun fact.
Nice.
So, she directed this episode. So I like that she showed consequences for her action. So that way, I'm glad they're showing this because we already complained about things that she was doing with her kids. People was hitting me up about the worst mother list, and they was talking about, oh, she's really on it. She was on it already.
She was already on it. Yeah, get over it.
Yeah, she was already on it. She didn't need this to get on there. She already had worked up enough points to get on that list.
Right. They be so ready to like go after these bad mothers, but when you see these bad fathers, you never see them go so hard with these trash fathers. Oh my gosh. Like, because that's what normal. Like, come on now. But I'm glad you said it. Thank you, DeMarcus, for the super chat. I'm glad you said that because I also realized that they had, while she was sitting in the bar with her cousin, they had the However Do You Want It song on it. I'm like, remember how Mary did a remix to that? So I was just thinking, like, I don't know. I just thought that maybe that could have been a little Easter egg type of thing going on. It wasn't her song, but it was a song that she did remix. And I always wanted one of Mary's songs to be on there, but that's as close as we gonna get. And I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I think that's the closest we gonna get.
Another point real quick, Davis's wife files for divorce. I'm glad that they closed that up because last week I was saying, hey, I thought Davis was married. He out here, hitting all these skins. Finally, they let us know, and she's taking them to half, but you out here doing the most. So
So she done probably done found out he in all this trouble. You know what? Let me get out of here now and get as much as I can. Because I'm not going down with this shit with this man.
Exactly.
She probably already knew he was cheating. Because remember he was messing with Hot Pocket. That was they had and that was all in court.
Yeah, no. That was what was her name again? We just had her on the list when we played the matchmaker.
Me,
Carrie
Milgram.
No, we never saw him mess with Professor Milgram. We know they had a past, but he was messing with that other chick, the light skinned chick. What was her name? PG. Tag it. We had her on the list, yo. Oh my god.
I know. Yeah. Oh god. I just saw a picture of it.
Yeah, that's who he was.
That was his assistant that he was messing with.
Paula. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, remember she quit.
Paula. So
you had her. We knew she was messing around with Carrie Milgram.
Yeah.
And that was all the detail. Well, not all the details, but the knowledge of everybody knowing that was out. That's court papers. That's legal documents. That's on
exactly
the court transcripts.
Yeah, I feel like the wife was like, I was letting you cheat in peace because we was over here, living a good lifestyle, but we're not gonna be broke and cheating. Like,
exactly.
That's not gonna work.
That's what it all boils down to, pretty girl.
We not doing that. So here's something else, right? Effie was still moving forward with her application, which I was glad to see because remember that was like a part of my scratching my head moment. Like, why did she just like act like that wasn't a big deal, But obviously it did come up in the conversation again, and she let it be known to Kane, kind of pulled on his little heartstrings, like, I missed my interview for you to save your life, da da da. So I was like, okay, that was cute and everything. I'm glad they did that. What you saying, pretty girl?
It's still scratching my head because it's confusing.
I thought it was a missed opportunity. Yeah, it still is kind of scratching my head because I thought it was the last opportunity.
Yeah, like I thought you would need the interview before you move forward, but you making it seem like now there's another avenue, another option to get in this elite program. Like that was still weird to me. Like, how are you still able to move forward? Because you flaked on your interview. That doesn't really show that you really want it. So that was a scratch in my head moment, but I have to let it ride, I guess. But that was confusing.
Okay. So here's the question I have. I got like 3 more questions. How do y'all feel about Bru calling Braden Walter White, especially after we know that we are doing Breaking Bad, Moochie?
Who called him Walter White again?
Prashandria.
I like that she called him that because she's real slick with us.
She called him Walter White. I'm like, cause she know what he about, So speaking of Prashandria, guys, since she seems to know everything, honey, she calling him Walter White because obviously she know he in the game. Do you think that Diana's secret is safe with her?
No.
About the pregnancy?
No.
Yeah.
No. I see somebody overhearing it and it getting back to Tarik.
Yeah.
Effie too.
Yeah. But I think
and then getting back to your bird chest guy. What's his name?
Celine. Bird chest.
Celine's gonna find out. That's how he's gonna get back in the picture. Like Celine's gonna find out. Like that's
my baby.
That's my baby.
That's my baby. I was hitting it all the time. I was
all the time,
it, flipping it, and rubbing it down. Yeah, she was doing the hula hoop on him, right? Throwing it in the circle. EJ called him Hotep because that's what he called.
He just like to take her to court and file for full custody. We gotta watch him.
She was.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I think knowing is.
Could you imagine him saying if she find out that he's pregnant? Look, I'm taking the baby from you because you're a drug dealer.
So what you gonna say, pretty girl?
No, I feel like her knowing the fact that she knows she's the only one who knows is going to annoy me even more because I feel like that's still not going to matter. She's still going to tell this information to the one person. It may make matters worse or it may help because I noticed with Prashandria, She always cancels herself out. She always helps a situation and then goes back around and hurts it. Like we saw episode 1, she was able to get Junior out the way, but then she tells Kane and Effie that Tarik is on campus. So that's the thing. It's like she helps and then she hurts. So with the whole Lauren thing, she kind of started that whole thing. So it's like,
oh, she sure did. Oh, that was terrible. Yeah, but Chandri's no good. I mean, she don't mean any harm, but she's a problem.
Yeah, and she working with Tate too.
Yeah, she's definitely a problem. We need her to come through and help out a little somewhere.
Tate getting with her like that though, because you know he likes him.
I don't even know if they're gonna give him that much screen time. Yeah, I don't know. You think they're gonna give him that much screen time this season?
Nah, I don't know. I was just talking smack.
We need something.
Yeah, I mean the fact that they showed the brother first before him, seems like he might not really be. I don't know. Could be wrong. But here's a question, guys. Noma will come. Well, this is more like a statement. Noma will come to find out that she needed Obie. Because remember when he was dying, he said, "You have no idea what I protected you from."
Yup.
I think the fact that Davis came there with documents is the beginning of all of this. That she's gonna see, like, what the freak did I do? She's really a fool, in my opinion. Like, I don't see where she's smart at all.
She don't think things through when she take people out. She just do stuff to me. It seemed like she do stuff to be impressive, like to to have somebody where they fear her. But you done cut off your lifeline because this was the only person that you could trust from from your. He's like your day one.
Yeah.
Even though, he technically already flipped sides.
Right.
You know what I see? Were you about to say something, Ms. K?
No, I just said unbelievable. They loud. Can y'all hear them?
No.
I feel like saying shh like that, but those are elders. But go ahead.
I don't hear you.
I don't know. Something tells me, I don't know, something in me feels that Noma may enlist Carter, because in episode, was that last episode 2? No, it may have been episode 1. No, episode 2, I believe. When she was on her computer and she showed the article of Detective Carter kind of being ahead of the takedown of the port shipment situation, and she was like, it seems like Detective Carter helped us, find an end or something. I don't know why that stuck out to me, like that episode. So I don't know, something in me feels like she may even work with Detective Carter to gain some sort of leverage. I don't know how or why, but it's just something in me that feels like, because she needs allies. And I feel like she's going to she needs somebody to be able to use to her advantage. So I don't know. It's just something that's in my thought. I haven't worked out how in my head. Maybe Moochie can think of something, or you, Miss K, but I just feel like a weird twist. She may end up working with him.
Never know.
If she gets pressed.
And if they have this thing where it's like, I just want Tarik. Like, I just want Tarik. You know what I mean? Like, and now here's the thing. Can they really, I mean, they can do something with them, but really, it's not like, I mean, they could lock them up there and eventually send them back to, England, but it's like, what do I really want? Like, at this point, it's just like, I just really want Tarik. I feel like anytime they get that hard on about Tarik, it's like they don't remember, like how on Force, she's like, I don't want the low hanging fruit, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, those are the people that you actually need. Like, Noma is somebody that you actually should be going after. That's Tarik is small time, like, and it's like they misdirect their focus is so misdirected, and they don't even know it.
Yeah. They have tunnel vision, and is not really a good thing at this situation.
Yeah, it's not. Moochie, if you have to leave, she said she got to be right back. Okay, because I was gonna say, all right, but yeah, so we're about to get out of here though. But let me make sure I got all my questions, because it's almost time to watch House of the Dragon. I know you don't watch it, pretty girl. But I'm probably not about to watch. I was gonna go live right after, but I don't think I have the energy. Let me just make sure that's all the questions. I know there's one more. Okay, so here's my question. I know you noticed Janet. Now, how do you feel about cousin Janet? Like, to me, she seems cool. However, I think it's a bad idea for them to be talking around her, and especially the way the camera just kind of be, panning in on her when, you know what I'm saying? Like, the focus be on her a little too much while they're talking around her. So,
Yeah.
talk about it.
Yeah, that's because I think I asked you last episode, like, what your thoughts are, because I'm trying to figure out where they're gonna go with her. They're sprinkling little things here and there. She's God fearing.
Mm-hmm.
She still has that thing about. I feel like she's still intrigued about the life on some level in terms of like how she was trying on Monet's coat and was all impressed and stuff. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure where they're gonna go with it, but I either feel like she's gonna be the casualty or inadvertently do something or say something that gets Monet locked up.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
don't
let me
know if
ask
I
you this:
said that
wasn't
on.
she supposed to be
If I
leaving?
said, yeah, I don't know if I said that on did I say that on Lamont's channel, Moochie, or did I say it on here? Because you said we talked about it last week, pretty girl. It might
I
have been
think
on
you
here.
said
I
it
don't
on
know.
here.
Yeah, I feel like she's gonna snitch by mistake. Like, it's not gonna really be something she wants to do, but they're gonna catch her out there. She's gonna slip up. But
Yeah, I think
I feel like it's happening for sure because she's privy to too much information. They just be talking about it in front of her, and of course, she's been around all this time and no snitching has happened yet. So of course, Monet feels comfortable enough, but with Carter down their throats and trying to get to Tarik and this and that, it's gonna be a problem.
But how much
Poor lady.
information do she really know? It's a possibility that Monet could feed her bad information where he end up jamming and messing up his own case with her. And then
Right,
I
but
keep going back to that picture where we see her and Carter talking. So I want to see what kind of conversation we gonna get out of this. Are we gonna get that I'm on your ass conversation and I'm coming? Lock you
yeah.
up? Or are we getting something else? If you just cooperate. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it all boils down to all roads lead to Tarik with
Yup.
Yeah,
him.
that's what I was thinking. Monique and Tarik has that relationship, right? So I can see Monet playing Carter like, yeah, I ain't effing with Tarik. I want to get him too. Meanwhile, Tarik in the background have a whole plan with Monet, and you know how Tarik be with these these plans that he has. It's a chess game. This whole show is a chess game. So I do feel like kind of how Diana did with Whitman, where she made Whitman think one thing but end up being another. Like how Monet had the plan all along to off Whitman, but Diana just thought she was going to possibly just get her mom. I think it's just going to be a situation where if Monet and Carter are talking, she's playing him. That's
Right. Yeah.
clearly, but
Yeah.
I
She's
feel
gonna
like
lead him down the wrong path,
right.
probably.
But I think Tarik is probably going to quarterback it because she always looking for Tarik for guidance.
Yeah. Yeah. She feel like he probably the only one she could really trust and stuff like that, But oh wow, well, that's about it, guys. I guess we talked about everything. I feel like we talked about the most, most of the big things. I mean, we did see little Walter White Jr. He was in the little Tariq's third job, where they be doing the little performances, and he was scoping it out and saying this is how we can kind of sell our stuff and things like that. So we see that he's trying to come up with a plan of how they're gonna move the weight around, discreetly. So we see that, and it might be cool. Well, I guess we just gonna have to see how it works out. But I'm cool. Oh, go ahead, Mooch.
Being that Effie got to make this goal, do you see her working with Tarik and them again? Because she set up the all cap no frat program, so they're going to need her if she doesn't. But didn't she? It was between her and Braden that did that, right?
The no cap.
Yeah, I think wasn't it Brayden?
He set up the tutoring thing. That when him and Tarik set up the tutoring thing.
Oh, okay. I thought he was behind that one too. I thought he
He
was
was
behind that one
behind it,
too
but I
because it
think
was
she basically set it up though.
She set up the website, but it
Yeah.
was Tarik and Braden's kind of like their brainchild.
their eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna use her.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm just saying because she
Yeah.
still got a goal to make because she's she's still planning her exit.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like Effie holds a pivotal piece still but it's with Noma and her organization, because we remember the Russians only want to talk to Effie.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
but the thing is, Effie this ain't her long game. So it's just, she's a kind of a coin flip too, because yes, she has financial goals, but it depends on how deep she want to take it, because having the Russians in your back pocket, that's definitely an important piece too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And she can't take the chance on trying to play around with Tarik when she know Noma cut him off. So it's too risky. That's what she told. That's the same thing that she told Kane. Not to say we could believe everything that come out of her mouth, but she told Kane, like, why would I risk, you know what I mean, my exit strategy, messing that up. But even though she was lying.
Right.
Oh Lord. Anyway, but it's been real. Thank you guys so much. What's coming up on your channel, Mooch?
Well, if you have not seen it, I did foreshadowing moments for Power Book 2 today. I have interview with a vampire. I don't know if y'all seen that episode.
You know I didn't.
Look, I'm just saying we got to talk about it, so I can't wait till you watch it.
All right.
Then I got Mayor Kingstown coming. I still was trying to get clipped, so I gotta link up with y'all and figure out how we gonna do this. Are we gonna do it in an overall? Or are we gonna talk about the first 3 to 4 episodes, and or what? So we'll talk about that backstage. But keep y'all notifications on tomorrow. I will be live tomorrow to talk about the Shy. And I still have to put my first thoughts up. So, you know, I'm still playing catch up, but I'm here. Keep y'all notifications on and holler at your girl. Ew.
What about you, pretty girl?
Yeah, so
oh my gosh. Matthew, don't talk about it till my diddler stat OD. No.
wow.
Don't even say nothing, Moochie. Go ahead, pretty girl.
Well, I did my review this morning of this episode of book 2, and then in a couple weeks I am hoping to start back my OG Power recap. So I have to finish up season 6, so I'm looking to kind of get that going so we can just be done with the OG Powers.
Oh yeah, that would be excellent, right? Don't you want to be done? I want to be done with Breaking Bad. I just started the journey, child. We on season 2, but I don't even remember what episode we on,
What
child.
episodes you on, pretty girl?
For Power?
Yeah.
The next one would be season 6, episode 1. So
oh
so
wow,
first,
okay.
so we're gonna watch the beginning of the end.
Yeah. Yeah. So for me, obviously this is the recap. Thank you for joining me. Please, if you haven't checked out the Shy review that was done on practically Saturday morning. And then House of the Dragon coming near you. I don't know when, but I'm gonna try to get it done this week. I was supposed to try to go live after tonight, but I'm trying to chill. So I deserve to chill sometimes. Keep your notification bells turned on. Thank you everybody so much for being here. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. Until next time, take care and be blessed. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.